Yep.
Yeah, that's how we're starting tonight, folks. We're starting with kittens.
Angry kittens.
Angry kittens.
To be fair,
Listen
they're
to my
kittens. They're always angry.
Yeah, yeah.
music rage.
Posture check.
Already?
Oh, come on.
Group hydrate.
Oh, for Pete's sake, where's me?
That one I'll go for.
Damn it! Oh, it's a mess already.
As soon as we start, group
Mountain Dew
hydrate.
count.
And a posture check.
It's liquid, it counts.
Hey, at least it's better than back before we had the timer on the group hydrate, and Agni spammed it like 20 times in like 2 minutes.
Somehow I'm not surprised. That's an Agni. Oh, here we go. Here comes the listen, Linda. wait for it. I've got so many points, and I'm going to spend them on making sure you all do proper posture checks and proper hydrate properly. Anyway, well.
I have a feeling that one's aimed at me because I said, "But mom."
But mom. Yeah, okay. Pure duality. Apparently, your
Right,
output
because
is.
I'm on the microphone, not the camera. Hang on.
Yeah. While you two fix your audio, I shall do my spiel.
My audio isn't maxed out, that's the problem.
Nah.
I should be good now.
I might need. Do you know what? I can probably see if I can boost you a little bit on Discord. That might help. Alaric, yeah, I will boost you to 160.
Apparently, I'm just quiet normally.
Yeah. Okay, and then I've got to fix the cameras because of that. Gosh darn it. Work, damn you. There, my camera's back to working normally. Okay, so we're back after a couple weeks of dealing with some stuff. So welcome to session 6 of Song of Crystal and Shadow. And you might notice something immediately, straight off the bat. Oh, for Christ's sake, I forgot to close the little window. There we go, problem solved. And I got to fix my camera again. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, Link has had to leave us because of other obligations, and so we are currently A3, which is fine. But if you want to come hang out with us, play live on Thursday nights, we're here. I will probably be making a little Lalafell White Mage, one that some people might canonically recognize, to kind of bridge the gap a little bit. Yep. Somehow, yes, it's the Three Amigos, but somehow even more chaotic and drunk. Anyway, the actual spiel.
Oh no, we lost the drinker, didn't we? Wait, no.
What?
No,
I'm getting confused.
he's confusing who had which character.
Yeah, we lost Link, who is Cherry, who our blue mage has had to depart the party.
Yeah, so now the stream is just two assholes and a drunk.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is there a difference between an asshole and well, okay, yeah, that's not fair because there are different types of drunks.
Really traditional with the D&D party.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, first announcement, as always, our sponsor is Canadian Dice. Go to canadiandice.ca and use the code THEVACTER, all one word, at your checkout for 10% off your order. This week, blah, blah, blah. Funny enough, blah, blah, blah. Maggie's pick is a Vampire Swirl because they definitely say blah, blah, blah. And you can see that in the bottom left corner of your screen when it comes up. Second thing, our new merch store, because Redbubble is no good. Our new merch store is at tinyl.com/vacmerch. That's VAKMERCH. And Artemis is doing Artemis things. yeah, or either it's either Artemis or Athy, both. I don't know, but Artemis might have split. It might have split herself in two tonight. There you go. It's Artemis. It's Artemis because it's the listen, Linda. You're doing fine, hon. I'm just messing with you. You're splitting yourself in two and doing a grand old job. We still got all those lovely designs like the half orc energy, the vac blob, the like you do. I'm pretty sure that someone's working on some new designs as well, based on our shenanigans in Discord and such, because we came up with a whole bunch of cool ideas. Okay, schedule for this week. Tomorrow's Fixtures 5 with Artemis. Yeah, so your two screens are split 4 ways. Oh gods, that's even worse than we thought. Do we need to get like an exorcist, Artemis? Do we need to get like or something to pull you back together? Tomorrow's Fixtures 5 with Artemis and the crew. Saturday is Together Among the Stars with good old Dungeon Daddy Rick, and his guest star for the morning is Duckburg, and that's at 11:30 in the morning. So if you like your morning streams, come over and see us on Saturday. Legacy of Fire Jazz game is on Sunday on his channel at DM Jeremy, and Afi and Artemis will be playing there. And then back here on the Vactaire Monday at 8:30 PM EST for Mistwalkers. Again, Afi leading, and Artemis and the crew, Maggie, our very own Duality, Cedar, Sly. Who am I forgetting? Rob. Yep, and Rob. There you go. I think I got everyone on that one. I actually didn't do a bad job. I think. Yeah, duality or Agni. Yeah, and Agni, of course. This is my memories needs updating. I need like a Windows update for my brain. Yeah, so those are all the ones I have to say. There are a couple other things just because we are advertising them. You might see in the bottom left during our scroll, it is May, and therefore it is Asian American and Pacific Islander month, API month, and this month we will be running a whole bunch of one-shots and games relating to games and stuff that have been either written by API folks or are based on the lore of like Asian American and Pacific Islanders, and are very kind of culturally appropriate, so to speak, so they don't kind of rip things off essentially, which yeah, it's awesome. I actually got a really wicked game called Huangxie from Wet Ink Games that focuses on a Chinese family restaurant and vampire demons, the Huangxie of Chinese legend. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an online version. Otherwise, I would quite happily play it with everyone. It doesn't have a tabletop simulator version either, which sucks. But yep, dates are to be announced, so we're still figuring that out. But there's also one other thing that May is known for, and it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So if you are, struggling with any of your various mental health facets, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're bipolar, anything like that, know that we hear you, we see you, and we have your back. And there are plenty of resources for folks who might, be in need of it. So that was a long old spiel. May is a busy month, and then don't even get me started on freaking Pride Month, because we've got that coming up too. All right, so with that in mind, let's get down to the lighthouse. Okay, so the 3 of you remaining have given your Viera Blue Mage companion to this point, Cherry, a fond farewell as he goes back to Limsa to board a boat to head to Aldar to go and take part in the Masked Carnivale. And you, after all is said and done, and you see Cherry take off on a chocobo. Yeah, and then and Kemi kind of recoils at the sight of the chocobo. A yellow jacket comes up and checks in with you. Hey, you three adventurers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Suppose you could call us that.
Well, I mean, you're with the Adventurers Guild, eh? The one established in Limsa. You know, Badaron's the thing Badaron heads up.
Indeed.
Well, I've cast your noggins over to that there lighthouse. And you call it the Brewer's Beacon, because, well, for a start, we like brewing things in this neck of Lanosha.
That lump of rock over there?
Yeah, that big, hulking, tall lump of rock. If you look right at the top of it, can you see the light at all?
No.
Holding up a small lantern and hoping.
You can give me a persuasion check, or you can do an alchemy and just say no. Either way.
Nope.
No, Shikar can't see it.
Yeah, I don't think with a 9 she sees much of anything.
Nope, and we also need to do your morning drink check as well. You can do that while I talk. Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. You can't see it, can you? It ain't bright enough to guide the ship sailing Moraby Bay. I mean, I'd go over there and investigate myself, but I gotta remain here at the town right now with that bloody masked Magus wandering around, and the Serpent Reaver's just down the road. Could I entreat the three of you to go and check in at the lighthouse, go and see if old Conswis, the lighthouse keeper, is alive and well, and nothing has befallen him, especially with the problems we got going on here?
I don't see why not.
You got nothing better to do right now.
Yep. We're just waiting for Shikail's drunk check. Shikail's not very drunk at all. I would not threaten the S word, but Shikail is only drunk. Needs to drink 2 bottles of wine this morning. So I'm not going to say the S word here, but Shikail may want to drink some more for lunch or something. Otherwise, there's going to be withdrawal. So, the 2 grumps have said yes, let's go to the lighthouse, and I think pretty much at this point, if Shikail objects, the poor Mikote is going to get slung over a shoulder and taken forcefully. Boost my audio output.
I mean, depending on how close to the S word Kyle is, they might still get flung over a shoulder and handed a bottle. So.
Boost my audio output. Oh, it might be mine. Boost my audio output. It might be I need to turn my volume up. I don't know, but I'm going to put it to 50 and see what happens. Okay. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Testing.
Ow. It was a little bit loud on that.
Sorry.
I don't know what Avi wants me to do because I've got the desktop audio and the mic volume both at max on Streamlabs. It might be something else that I'm not seeing. Yeah, they're all at 100%. Like, they're all maxed out. The only thing I can think of is max out duality user volume on my side. And then the other thing is I'm gonna check one more thing. Open my volume mixer. Streamlabs. Oh, that might help. Fuck, why was that nearly at 0? God. Because Streamlabs. God, and it's starting to just decrease. Why? Go back. Yeah, you go up. You go up. And I know I've frozen, but just because I've had to switch to a different window real quick. Okay. Okay, let's reactivate my camera. Boop, boop. Okay. Yeah, well, I might have to fix it in post, but I've modified my volume mixer as much as I can right now. We'll see what she wants me to do later. All right. So it's only a short walk to Brewer's Beacon, so I will not make you do any random checks for encounters because you are now in an area that I consider not quite as safe as the others before you. You're out of the rookie areas now, and you're now into areas where I will give you random encounters, possibly.
And yet we're still level 1.
And you're still level 1 for a little while. Just a little while longer. So you head up and you see a pretty imposing Rogadin kind of walking around the lighthouse, muttering curses to himself.
Apparently they can hear us now.
Thank
Yay!
the maker!
Woo!
I fixed it!
For now, until Streamlabs decides to give you the middle finger again.
I'm helping! Okay. Alright. So yeah, you see a Rogan kind of walking around the base of the lighthouse, which is a pretty big old lighthouse by lighthouse standards. Not that anyone knows what the hell that means, but it is one of the biggest lighthouses in the Lenosha, the lands of Lenosha, and around Limsa Lominsa, because Morrowby Bay. So yeah, you see the Rogan kind of wandering around cursing.
Taller than it's wide, then it's.
Akemi glances at their two companions, just kind of snickers. Either of you two brave enough?
I know what that means. Shut up.
Hey.
Basically, Kyle and Crayon put their fingers on their noses, and it seems like Akemi has to go do all the words again.
Yeah, that figures.
I mean, you're gonna send the drunk up to negotiate.
I mean, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
I mean, they're pirates, a lot of them, so I'm pretty sure they all speak drunk.
It depends on how drunk. Do they speak Peter Griffin drunk? Not even the translators in the episode spoke drunk that much.
Where did I put my...
Yeah, that's like trying to learn how to speak wingdings.
What the dickens did I put my cashews? Fucking whatever.
But yeah, no. Akemi takes a step forward, clears their throat. We were sent up here to check on the keeper of the lighthouse. That wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Aye, you mean you say a yellow jacket sent you? And me light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The elemental, the bomb, not that kind of bomb, not the kind with explosives, not the goblin kind of bomb, but the elemental kind. What fuels me furnace is up and buggered off. It's escaped. And if I don't get the beacon fixed up, well, I mean, you know what happens to ships on the sea without a lighthouse to guide them in.
Yeah, they make friends with rocks.
Yeah. Now, look, I know you're
Pirates,
just...
lovers.
Yeah. But I know you're just a messenger and all, but I know, by the looks of you with all the the weapons and shite you have, that you look like adventurous to me. I think the obvious solution to the problem here is that someone, namely the three of you, is going to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw of it from its bloody smouldering corpse.
Why did I know it wasn't going to be something this easy?
Because it never is for us.
Yeah. And he dips into Brewer's beacon for a second and comes out with an iron brazier. Take this and set it down in the middle of that grassland there. And I know that sounds kind of weird, that summon a fire elemental to a bunch of grass. Don't worry, it won't actually set fire to the grass unless it explodes, which... Yeah, you need to kill it quickly, because if it gets too pissed off, it's going to blow up, and it might send all of the three of you to the seven hells. Anyway.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Easy job.
Anyway, if you use the brazier... Go on, Wesley.
No, yeah, never mind.
Okay. If you stoke a bit of a fire in the brazier, and I've left you some oil and stuff to do that with, the bomb will kind of get attracted to it, and then problem solved. Aye.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I am gonna start working on something real quick, and yeah. So you've been given the brazier. Didn't even ask politely if you would do it. Just assumed what you would.
Yep. Kemi holds it out, looks at the other two. Did either of you bring marshmallows?
Maybe.
All right.
Nothing new for me. Get voluntold all the time. Let's do this.
I said we got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
At least it's interesting.
Wonder if I got another one we could keep a permanent, campfire going.
Not a bad idea. Sure, they're like hunting walleye. Where are we going with this?
Just over into that field by the scarecrow. Honestly, would be a good point to put that down.
Oh yeah, scarecrow flambe. Let's do this.
I mean, if you lighthouse, flaming scarecrow ought to do it.
I'd encourage you not to cause property damage, but given what you're about to go and deal with,
That may be asking a bit much.
yeah.
It's like, we'll try not to cause it, but it might.
No promises.
No property damage. Why do they always take all the fun out of things? He mutters while walking away.
Korean actually chuckles at it. Follows after.
Anyway, yeah. You can head on over whenever you are ready, and we can get this thing started.
We're on our way.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
Kimmy's already walking that way.
Good.
So is Crane.
Excellent. Is Shikyle following after?
Would have been heading over there already.
Wicked. Okay.
Alright. So before the fight starts, Akemi glances at Shikyle, squints, and just sighs. Chug one, would you?
I'm sorry, what?
We're about to fight. You really want to do this as sober as you are?
Chug one.
Okay. Second. What would that even bring me up to? Okay. 54%.
That's
Maybe
yeah.
I'll give you some of the good stuff.
Okay.
I've been having this one for a while.
I am gonna go.
Ironically, that means 18% per bottle.
That's some strong hooch.
I mean, if you're actually chugging it, you'll get drunk a lot faster, so that makes sense.
And just cough.
Yeah.
Oh, it's smooth.
Yeah. You're also assuming that Shikyle would actually share alcohol with you.
There's a reason.
Oh no, he wouldn't drink it.
They wouldn't
Just
drink
sniffed
it.
it.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I can smell that from here.
Yeah.
Alright, lady, say the magic words, because we are ready to go.
Did you save any of that aside? So looks at Shikyle, did you save any of that aside?
I'm sorry, what?
Never mind.
That would be a no.
She is not paying attention.
Not that they ever expect her to.
To be fair, the attention span of all the cats.
At once.
Just quietly points them in the right direction to stumble in.
Oh, they're not drunk enough to be stumbling. Not yet, at least.
Shuffle that way.
Okay, so you head over near the scarecrow,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming you put the brazier down on the ground near-ish to it.
Yep.
And do you like the thing?
Yes.
Good. Good. Um,
Yes, we followed the instructions.
yes, you followed the instructions to the letter. Actually, you three may not be able to hear what I'm about to do, but
Group hydrate.
oh, seven house.
Is that what you were about to do?
No, I was not about to send you to the seventh hell. Not yet. Not yet. So, if you like the brazier, and you wait a while, and you hear the whoosh of air heating up around you as a large, round, rotund fire elemental. I will find you a good picture to show you,
Yes, please.
and I'll put it in.
Oh.
Copy image. Yeah, I will put it in active session. Wait, if I do that, it's gonna fuck up the cameras. Oh well, cameras are gonna get fucked. Just for a moment. As long as I don't do anything else. There's an active session.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a chubby little thing.
Yes, it is. I wish I could just copy and paste images straight into freaking Fantasy Grounds, but alas. That I cannot do. Yes. That.
Or we could go with these since they're. One moment. These actually just look terrifying.
Yes.
Would still try and cuddle it. At least I would.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you going to try and? Are you actually going to try and cuddle the bomb?
No. Akemi is not going to. I'm saying I personally would.
Fair. Okay, I gotta fix the camera real quick because it must be disconcerting to see me like frozen like that. Why does it only do it for me? It's because I think it's because Streamlabs hates me. Okay. Well, I can...
Streamlabs hates everybody.
Yes, it does.
That's why nobody could hear us.
Yeah. Fucking Streamlabs. Ugh. Anyway. It kind of looks at the three of you, looks at the brazier, and then looks at you again and roars and spits like a gout of flame that doesn't hit anyone in particular, it's just trying to scare you off. You don't have to take any checks because you're going to go into combat. So, yeah. Y'all roll for initiative.
You need to switch Cherry out for Crayon in the combat tracker.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Delete the item. I'm very sorry. There we go.
8.
Okay.
Anybody else gonna roll for initiative?
Okay.
Babe, if you've got your character sheet open, it's gonna be right next to your AC. Just double click on it.
Yeah, okay.
And I rolled like dog shit.
To be fair, it's big and probably slow.
It's also floating off the ground. It's not impeded by ground. It's got a 50-foot move speed.
Ugh.
Yeah! The bastard's fast. He's just having a bad day. I just needs Crayon to do initiative. I can do it if Crayon's having trouble. Though.
Honey?
It's on your main page.
I keep trying to roll it.
Double clicked it.
Yeah? Throw the dice.
Hold, drag, and drop on the thing. That
That was me making sure that. Yeah. There we go.
Yay!
I mean, I could roll it. Wait, why is that? I should not have. Apparently, everybody can see Crayon stats now. That was weird.
Oh, it's probably because I shared it. I'm gonna erase that. I'm gonna erase that, and I am going to give you all this lovely thing. I know I sound like I'm fucking high or something, but I swear I am not, because that stuff doesn't work for me. Come on, YouTube, don't be a dick. Because I'm going to give you all this so you can listen along. If my... Because, yes. Yeah. So. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Work. Damn you. It's because I've still not got it flagged up. There we go. Okay, so with all that in mind, yeah, could you get out of the way, Streamlabs? I'm gonna turn this up a bit so that our players can hear. Hopefully they can hear.
Yeah.
There.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hopefully our players and our viewers. That's what I meant to say. Okay. So, I didn't mean to mute it. Crayon, you're up first.
Sure what to do.
Do you have the combat tracker open?
That tracker.
Top right, hit the tools tab. The sword symbol is the combat tracker.
Ah. Come on. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. So if you attack, you can just drag the dice on top of the fire elemental, and it'll roll the damage and yeah.
Did it work?
No.
Damn it. Because on my screen it showed that I rolled a 14. But it didn't, mark anything.
Are you rolling it into that little...
Yeah.
Are you rolling it into the chat window or into the little tower thing in the bottom right? Roll it, basically. What I do is I drag
we go.
my... Yeah. There you go. You have to put it in the tower, but that... Because rolling your attack without just rolling a d20 adds all your modifiers. So now I've got to look at your mods real quick. Because...
Right.
showing up in the chat for the rest of us, though?
Because the tower is for private roles.
Hmm.
That's why I said don't do that. That's only if I tell you to. I was wondering if that might have been part of the problem.
Okay, because
It's
I've been
gone.
I've been rolling it on the main screen, and it shows that I roll, and it gives me a number, but it doesn't put it in the thing.
Okay, so you roll it in the chat window?
Oh, that's why. Now try. There you go.
Yay!
Fixed.
There we go.
Now you're actually officially part of the party and not just in the combat tracker.
Oh, was that the problem?
Yeah, you have to also... It's not just updating the combat tracker, you have to update the party sheet too.
That would do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that barely misses.
What about their modifier? Because that's just a straight D12. I mean,
Why is that not adding stuff? Here. There. Okay. Anyway, it's +5 for the crayon, so yeah, that actually does hit. So roll me. So crayon, if you open your character sheet and go to the actions tab, you see where it says 2d4 +3 slashing. Either double click that or drag it over to the chat.
Double clicked.
That was me, but
Oh.
testing it. But either way, I'll take it because it's not
Okay.
bad enough. So if you want to roll it, or you can keep that. Either way.
I'll keep that.
Okay. So that is a lovely, healthy 7 points of damage to the bomb, and yeah. Next,
did it get applied to the bomb?
yes. It went from 102 to 95.
Okay. I'm
Fine.
saying, like, it's still saying the combat tracker it's healthy. That's why it's
Yes.
confusing me. Like, normally it says wounded.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite gotten too wounded. Oh, and we got in a rage.
Of course.
Who enraged it? Was it Artemis? Oh.
Artemis.
Yep.
I was half expecting Jeremy to be here and for Jeremy to be doing it, but okay. Alright, well, Kemi, you're up.
Well, you know how this goes. First things first.
Dark side.
Yep.
He has to go all Sith Lord on us.
Yeah.
Of course.
I do not know where I put those fucking cashews. I bet... There they are, they're behind the computer. Anyway,
I accidentally did that twice.
I
Oh.
will remove one of them, don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah, they don't want you to have 2d6.
Yeah, I'm not... No, I'm not allowing that. Fuck that. Your dark side
I
does
mean-
enough... You do enough damage as it is for a tank.
I'm not sorry. But yeah. We shall go ahead and... Oof. Okay.
Do you have inspiration? You can re-roll that.
Yeah, I do. I'm using one.
Where the fuck is the...
Just barely.
Yeah, you got it.
Barely.
Give me some damage.
Oh, damn.
And that's why I like using a Kemi's power.
Yeah.
Artemis talking in the chat.
What's Artemis saying? I can't... I'm trying to run
Asking if-
combat.
asking if we all have inspiration.
Yeah, they've all got at least 1 point. Crayon has 3, Akemi has 1, Shikaro has 1. Okay, Shikaro, you're up.
Going to pull out her chakram and launch it at the bomb. And
Yep.
And since I have people within active range of it, well, first off, add that. And I get to add my flourish. And then I get to do this. For all of 8 damage.
Yep.
You are DPS.
DPS, you can't do much. I did 2/5 of your damage on my DPS.
Uh-huh.
Alright, and I'm gonna back up as far as I can, and in my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna just modify something because I am not letting that thing have resistance. Because that's a bad call for a low level party. So I'm going
Level 1!
Yeah, level 1 party. I'm like, no. And in fact, that means Kemi's damage should go up to. Add another 9 to that, so 23. There.
So far, all together, we did 28,
33.
35.
35. Okay. Well, at least one of you hit it with a physical attack.
Boom.
So, no, not quite. But it does start to grow in size, and the sound it makes now sounds a little bit deeper. Yeah. Anyway, my turn. And I have some attacks to do. I am going to start off with a swing at Crayon. In fact, the only two that are in melee range. And that's a critical! So now we get to do this. That is jack shit. But hey, Crayon, I need you to make me a reflex save, which in this case would be dexterity.
Hang on.
Nope.
What?
+3.
Apparently I tripped.
No.
8.
You're on fire. You failed to. You took the hit. Yeah.
The second win on Crayon.
Okay. 2d10.
Trying to dodge it and I tripped.
Crayon's back up to full. Second strike goes to.
Don't forget the enrage. Unless that already applied with the crit.
Hang on. No,
Can I roll to stop, drop, and roll?
Not yet. It's not your turn. On your turn, you can do that. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna let you use your move action to do that. But what? I've got to remember what this does because I don't tend to use this because I get yelled at. Advantage. Yeah. So I'm actually going to use the advantage on our tanky tank.
Yeah, that's fair.
Advantage mode. Go on.
It makes the most sense that Akemi would have enraged him because,
Less damage.
Necrotic, even.
Akemi still. The fucking bomb still misses.
I mean, Akemi's in Super Saiyan mode, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And that's the bomb's turn done. But it is now one. It's a fair bit bigger than it was before. So with that in mind, Crayon, you're up.
Stop, drop, roll. Stop, drop, roll.
Definitely what
So-
we're going for here.
Use your move action. Oh well. Okay, I've got to do one thing to you because it is your turn. Hey, what? Roll. God
No.
damn
It's like-
it.
It's like, no.
Oh.
Hmm?
Okay, I rolled a 1. Okay. But just as you stop, drop, and roll, it does singe you a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is malfunctioning, but whatever.
See, the bomb looks at this and takes emotional damage. It failed.
Yes.
Nothing but smarts.
But yes.
Singed my tail!
Yep. It singed your tail. So the attack hits, because I know you got a +5. Roll your damage, which is 2d4 + 3.
Hey, can I, wait a minute. Can I see Crayon sheet again? I can probably
Yeah.
fix this while it's happening.
Yeah. There.
Alright. Give me 1 second. It should be going through just fine. Are you actually just picking up and rolling a d20?
Yeah.
On your actions tab, this,
Yeah.
next to your battle scythe, click the one with the d20 on it. The button with the d20.
Where am I?
Double click
Okay.
it.
On your character sheet thing, if you go all the way to the bottom, there's one that says actions. It'll have your scythe and any other like attack stuff you can do.
Let's get.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, once we get this part done, we'll start worrying about the avatar and stuff. But
Okay.
right now,
The tabs
It's like, I was just trying to figure out.
yeah.
I was just trying to figure out why it was doing that. Like, that makes no sense.
But yeah, you can click that. I think it's that double click that plus that d20 with the +5 on it, or you can like click and drag it to the chat box.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of set it up and didn't show him how to use it.
Well, that's on you
I
to
didn't know
fix
the
that
tabs
for
were
next
there.
week. Yeah.
I didn't know the tabs were there until you started talking about them, and I'm like, what? Tabs? Where? It just looked like a frayed edge to me
That's fair.
until I started looking closer.
Yeah, when we switch this to Foundry, I think Foundry will be a bit more clear.
Okay.
Or completely confuse us all. One or the other.
It's very similar to this, in my
I
opinion.
just had to get used to it.
But
That's
yeah,
all.
but yeah, you can roll that, but you don't have to because I know you had a +5, so you hit. So now if you double click where it says 2d4 +3 slashing, that will roll your damage.
Nice.
And that's 10, and I will add that, so that puts us to this.
On the combat tracker, you can hold control and then right-click the bomb to automatically target it.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
Yes!
I'm going to take that effect off because Crayon did stop, drop, and roll at least. So yeah. With that in mind, Kemi, you are up because Crayon's done the swingy swing.
Alright. Kemi's going to do an attack.
Miss.
Alright, I'm burning another inspiration.
Okay. Hey Artemis, Kemi's out of inspiration. That hits.
And, yep.
Oh, yeah. It's not liking that. Okay. Shikar, you're up.
I don't think anybody likes getting hit in the face with a great sword.
No. Especially not one that's infused with the power of darkness.
Alright. She's gonna grab her other chakram and move forward to swing to send it at the bomb. And, I missed. Inspiration! My last inspiration.
Hey, Artemis, we need another one over here.
Did that one hit?
Yeah, that one hit, yep.
Yep.
That one hit barely. So, damage time.
Alright. And flourish. And 9 damage!
Cool.
And I'm going to use one of my Dazzling Dance to bonus action for the dash.
Okay.
And get back out of the way.
Sounds like a plan.
Because she doesn't want to be in the boom range.
Yeah. Speaking of boom range, that bomb grows in size again. And it kind of chuckles and laughs at you as it starts swinging. So again, it's going to go for the two folks in melee range with it. So that would be Crayon to start with. Mrs. Crayon. And then we're going to swing at a Akemi.
Miss. Just barely, though.
Yeah. The bomb is, yeah.
It's having a bad day.
It is. Anyway, with that in mind, it's back to Crayon.
Alright.
And Akemi, you got another inspiration.
I already added.
Alright.
I did it because Akemi was dealing with something.
Got it.
And that hits. And yep. Cool.
And already enraged with the enemy again.
Thanks, Artemis.
So it's double enraged?
It already used up its first enrage.
Oh, okay.
And now it's just really pissed.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, Akemi, you're up.
Rockstar. That's better. It's a dirty 24, but I'll take it.
Yep.
Especially when I do that.
Yeah. Okay, Shikar, you're up.
Alright, she's gonna move in and swing her scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's gonna hit. So now it's my turn to do something fun.
gonna blow us up.
Maybe. Maybe not as bad as it would have been because you killed it within 3 of its turns. But yeah. Now, does enrage apply to damage? Or do I have
Nope.
to use a count? Shit. I really want to use that because otherwise Artemis just wasted points. So I'm thinking about how I'm going to do this. Oh, yes. Yes, I think... Yeah.
It says they're not worried, it's just advantage.
I know, but I'd still like to do something kind of fun.
And TPK the party?
No! No! What I'm about to do will absolutely not TPK this party. I'm definitely sure of that. Okay. So, the bomb starts to shudder violently. and glows kind of really menacingly, like it's for a fire elemental. This thing looks especially fiery all of a sudden, like it's pulsing, and then suddenly, as before the three of you can react, because you've all been swinging and stuff at it. Though that being said, Shikao might be able to do something in a second. The bomb does actually just detonates in a gout of flame over the three of you. Before I do any damage calculations or tell you to roll anything, Shikao, it's still your turn. So if you're going to do anything, now's the time.
Bonus action dash. Get deep. Out of dodge.
Okay. Crayon and Akemi do not have such luck because it's not their turn. So, I am now going to say that based on that enrage, it exploded pretty damn well. Crayon and Akemi, I need you to make me dexterity saves at disadvantage. So, before you roll, click the little dis button in the bottom left of the window, and it will roll disadvantage for you. And then I'll do Shikaio's, and then I'll tell you what happens. Okay, both of you fail. Shikaio, you roll normally.
Okay.
No, you got out of range, so you got away from the worst of it. You're fine.
Okay.
You are fine. Crayon and Akemi, unfortunately, took the brunt of it. So, here's one. Crayon takes 3 points of damage from the explosion. And Akemi also takes 3 points of damage from the explosion.
Stop, drop, roll. Stop, drop, roll.
And thank you for reminding me.
What?
I'm going to do this very quickly as well. Take an additional 2 points of damage, and in Akemi's case, it's another 4 because you're on fire. But combat is over. So, Shikao, you see the bomb explode. You get away from the blast wave. Crayon and Akemi get knocked down. And I'm going to pause the music. And yeah, you see those two get knocked down, and they are on fire. They are alive, to be clear. They are moving. They have not gone unconscious, which would be very, very bad.
On fire and unconscious?
No, they're
That's
not
a bad
unconscious.
day.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they're on fire and unconscious, they might need to re-roll, but thankfully they're not unconscious. So, yeah. Oddly enough, the grass and the scarecrow around them don't seem to be all that affected by the fire. It was more worried about living flesh. It wanted to turn you all into kebabs.
Can I roll now?
Yeah,
Like in the grass and put it out?
Yeah, I was going to say, just kind of give me a d20, because I want to see, just want to see if it gives you any more heck. No, you're fine. And Akemi, give me a d20 as well. Give me a...
Akemi's... I want to know if this is something Akemi could even do before
What?
I do anything.
Go on.
So he's still coated in, like, dark magic, right?
Yes.
Could he technically use that to put the fire out?
All of a sudden, you channel Blackbeard and absorb the fire.
I like the thought of that. It's giving me the good imagery. Yes, I'll allow it.
Okay.
On this occasion, because you're out of combat. You don't have to roll, and you just the flame. You just kind of gather the flames up into the dark energy you've got coming, and you just
Snuff it.
Snuff it. So Crayon managed to stop, drop, and roll. Shikao managed to get away from the blast, and Akemi basically blew it out like a dark candle. Pieces of the elemental have kind of littered the field. Some of them are honestly unusable, but you do see an intact bomb claw near the two that were on fire.
Before doing that, Shikano's going to gather up her chakrams.
Yes.
He's going to let the flames smolder for a minute and get before she walks through them.
Akemi picks up the claw and kind of tucks it into the lantern.
You and Crayon definitely seem singed as compared to Shikao, who got off scot-free.
Dancer and cat. Combination very light on her feet.
So, unless there's anything else y'all want to do while you are here, you can head back to the lighthouse at your convenience. If you want to talk or anything like that, by all means. But if you want to go straight back to the lighthouse while you're looking a bit singed and burnt, I will not stop you.
Coughing, dusting off soot.
Yeah.
Akemi sniffs the air. Does anyone smell roast rabbit?
Fuck you.
Ooh.
Shikao is just going to toss a couple of high potions at these two. Give me a second, I actually have a button for that, so it'll just be easier.
Just ever so lightly kick Kemi's butt.
Yeah, you two drink the potions, I'm assuming, and some of your wounds close up, and you don't seem quite as singed and burnt as before. It doesn't hurt to walk, put it that way. Also, yes, thank you for the bits, Alyssa. Sorry, I was so busy with trying to kill my party with an exploding fire elemental, basically. Anyway, I'm also going to remove Dark Side because you used it to snuff out the flame. Okay, that's all done. So as you go back to the lighthouse with the bomb claw in the lantern, just because you don't want to touch the damn thing in case it does something, in case it turns into a firecracker, which honestly, go on.
Or it just suddenly tries to grab you. That would be terrifying. Bomb claw just starts moving.
Don't tempt me.
It's like you look in the lantern and it's just flipping you off.
Yeah. All right. You head back to Conswes. He's standing out front with his arms folded as the three of you come up. Give you a bit of trouble, did it?
Not too much.
I know, it's fine.
So you get the piece that we're looking for, then?
Yeah. Akemi just hands over the lantern and the claw that definitely looks like it's flipping off somebody.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Conswes just looks at the claw and kind of twists it around and realizes what it's doing. It's like he mutters some curses under his breath in the Rogadin language.
Now, from now until this claw disappears from the lighthouse, the light will always shine the bird symbol.
Okay, hang on. I need that now. Wait until they get to level 2, Artemis. Fuck. I really need to. Okay, to be fair, these are all like single encounters and they're relatively easy. When I put them through a dungeon, on the other hand, it's going to be hell. They got it easy right now. Anyway, I'm going to type something into the chat real quick. Episode. So, title. Flipping the Bomb Bird.
Love it.
There. Just when I know Afi won't see that, but I will tell Afi later as well. Okay. So he takes the claw and he disappears in the lighthouse and pops it in the furnace. You hear a whooshing kind of noise. It's air and heat and fuel all mixed in that lovely old fire triangle to create flame. And you see, as you kind of look up, that the flame of Brewer's beacon is once more lit. And if any of you have anything to say, now's the time.
There you go in Discord.
What? You're saying something to me in Discord. Okay, I need a third monitor because I can't. Every time I minimize the camera, the pop out camera window, I freeze. So I need to. Yes, that's a perfect image. That really fucking is. Yeah, it's just. The lighthouse
Perfect.
is now. Yeah, the lighthouse. The lighthouse is the big flaming.
Middle finger.
With
yes.
the middle finger just being very prominent. Yeah. So, with that in mind, y'all can head back to the to Swift Perch at your leisure. And that is where we will take our break for the night. So enjoy some artwork and music and maybe some ads if you're not subscribed to the channel. By the way, you should subscribe to the channel. It helps us do fun things like, all of this. Yes. So anyway, break time! And we are back. Why does the call of nature always hit me the worst when I'm trying to stream? Anyway, we're back. And we have successfully defeated the combat encounter of the evening. Seems to be one every night. Well, every week. Anyway. So you all went in the intermediary while we were all doing things, petting cats, using facilities, snacking, eating soup. We
Listen, no eating soup.
Yeah,
With a fork.
with a fork.
We both are.
Now I want ramen.
Right. The power of Ysgramor.
Yes. But yes, we are back in Swift Perch. In that lovely little coastal, well, it's a cliff top settlement, and the initial yellow jacket you met flags you down. It's like, you got it all fixed then. Grand. And actually,
And he kind of stomps up. Yeah, it's fixed.
oh, yeah. Sorry about
Brushes off more soot.
sorry about your fur and your scales. Looks at Kemi and is like your scales. And then looks at and then looks at Shikao. Is like, you're fine. Anyway, I have a missive here from the city addressed to one. How do I say this? Krijin.
Akemi is doubled over laughing. Hey, Christian, you want to take that?
No.
The yellow jacket just kind of looks around the three of you and says, "Was it something I said?"
You're fine, dude. You're fine.
Glaring at Akemi.
It's for him.
Oh, okay. And then he hands over the missive to you, and it is addressed to you with correct spelling. The sender, the seal on it, and you don't need to do a check for this because of your crafting. You know it's the Armourers Guild.
Right.
And so do you open up this letter?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a missive from Naldeacon Vimeles, aka the combined blacksmith and armorsmith of Limsa Laminsa, from Forge Master Hananza to Crayon. Big, and it's kind of in shorthand because less paper, plus also naval tradition. But shortage of artisans at Moraby dry docks. Need help with metal work. Proceed to Moraby with all due haste. Signed, Hananza.
Well, Christian, what does it say?
I know. What does it say? Holds it in his face.
You see the exact same thing that Crayon saw. Get me?
Metalwork. Thought you did leather.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to screw loose.
I mean, they could need some leather work done. I don't know. Metal shop. Maybe they just need me to hit things. I don't know.
Just need you to hit things. Maybe.
What our adventuring job is.
Could
Just
be that.
hitting things.
Yeah, because it's easy. Any mindless moron can hit things.
And
Well-
as you say that, some of the yellow jackets just kind of look over your general direction, and I'm like, huh? Did they call us morons? What? Are we mindless? What? Anyway, the one yellow jacket that's with the three of you, Frago. Of course, I say that as you're drinking Fago. I'm not kidding. That's the NPC's name. Looks at you and looks at the letters. Oh, right, Moraby. Best way to get there quickly would be down in Aleport, catch a boat from Aleport across the bay to the dry docks and go that way. I mean, Aleport's just a bit further down the road than the lighthouse.
Yeah. May as well.
Yeah.
Your call. I'm following you on this one.
Yeah. Nah, we'll go. We'll go see what they want.
Fair enough.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get paid for it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Right.
You know, we did all that for the lighthouse guy, and he didn't even pay us. He shoved us into it and didn't pay us.
Oh yeah. Frago pats himself down. It's like, where is it? Oh right, yeah. And he hands each of you. I'm gonna check. He hands each of you 100 gil.
Oh, well, that's a pleasant surprise.
Right? I thought we got stuffed.
No, to be fair to the old man, this was a job contract. He kind of came to us, and we decided to fund the job because we really need that lighthouse working, so people, so our ships don't crash in the rocks and all that shit. By the way, is that light making a rude sign? Is it flipping off the bird?
Yeah.
Yes.
We may have pissed off the elemental a lot. A lot.
What did you call? Did you say something bad about his mother?
No, we kicked its ass.
No,
I mean,
this one just kept hitting it. I mean, to be fair, we all kept hitting it.
that'll piss someone off. Most people. In some of the pleasure houses, they're into that kind of thing. And I won't say no more.
I mean, in some of the army camps, they're into that thing.
Yeah.
Shikael just kind of shrugs and...
Anyway, so gone.
I was gonna say, she's seen more than enough of that before.
Okay.
No comment.
No comment. All right. So you have your marching orders. Are you gonna start heading down on the road?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Okay. I'm just looking real quick.
That's super tasted funny.
Oh dear.
No, I mean, it just didn't really have any flavor to it. It
Hi,
tasted like
Donna.
it came out of a can.
Yes,
Mine was
Kat.
fine, but that might have been the seasoning that was in the bottom.
Oh look.
Yeah, that's fair.
You singing the song of your people again? Come here. Come here. I'll give you some pets. And you're just gonna flop. Okay. Okay. Cat has been squished. I am going to do this fun thing. Because why the heck not? I am going to do something. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you might not like what I do. Okay. Yeah, that one works. So as you're walking down the road, you go past the beacon, and it is very, very brightly flipping the bird off to all the boats. In fact, the beacon, because it is Brewer's beacon, it can be seen from Limsa, and you're pretty sure the Admiral might be getting flipped off by the freaking lighthouse. So there might be some explaining to do with that later. But as you're walking down the road, you see another group of travellers come up past you, you know, and as you pass each other on the road, you can hear them arguing about whether they should go and explore the Sestasha Sea Grot for treasure.
Treasure's always nice.
Kemi kind of turns and looks at the group for a second before going, "What are you guys talking about?"
There's this series of caves underground that lead out to the bay. Rumour has it that they are full of, well, apparently the Serpent Reavers use it as a bit of a base of sorts. And I mean, where there are pirates, there's treasure, right? So me and my mates here were just kind of arguing whether we were gonna maybe go take a look ourselves, but a bit of a majority rule situation, and our conjurer and our gladiator here are just like, they want to mess with it right now. Serpent Reavers are causing too much trouble in the area. But you know, someone strong and brave enough could plumb the depths of that place and maybe turn a profit, or find something, you know, useful, shiny, that kind of thing.
Could be interesting.
Yeah.
It'd always be worse.
Where's this at?
Well, you see the airport is just down there and to the left, right? If you head up to the right, up the hill between those two cliffs, there's a little bit carved out there. There's kind of a nice little kind of area that's open area. There's a yellow jacket at the entrance, keeping watch. And that's the entrance to Sestasha.
Alright. Well, thanks for the tip.
Hey, you're welcome. But, obviously, you know, if you do decide to go in there, be safe, will you?
Never.
And they continue walking up to Swiftperch.
Well, guys, fancy a detour?
Yeah, why not? Might find some treasure, might get to punch some pirates.
Why not both?
It didn't go horribly wrong last time. Yeah, what could go wrong?
So, are you going to start heading up towards the stasher?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to silently curse this AI encounter generator that I just picked up because, and it gave me this. It gave me the adventurers and they're arguing whether or not to go into a large cave and find treasure. I'm like, Stasha's right there. That could be a large cave. And I'm like, this was fucking serendipity. This is where I look at the camera and say, I'm fucked. I'm not prepared for this. I'm not prepared. I need to get my maps and shit ready for that encounter. But hey,
Yeah.
it was coming up sooner rather than later.
I guess this is where we end it for the night. So you can
No,
get that ready.
not yet. Not yet. We've got some stuff you can do before you decide to. Before you head up there, two of you are still feeling a little crispy from the bomb, and Akemi is feeling not all sweetness and light, but cannot channel the darkness right now, I believe. And even if Akemi can, it's not at full strength.
Laughing too hard about the singe marks on Crayon's tail.
Uh-huh.
And roast rabbit.
Roast rabbit.
Ah,
All of a sudden, Akemi channels the full power of Elmer Fudd.
Artie says you're a DM, make that shit up.
No. No, you. How dare you? How fucking dare?
You realize you're gonna get called Linda again, right?
Yes. This rate,
Do they care?
at this rate, I'm just going to have to wear a fucking chain with Linda around it. Because of Artemis. What? You're not the fucking DM, and you're not playing either. You're the Mystic Sky Lady who's who's tipping the scales with inspiration and all that. You're the babysitter. Yes, you're the babysitter. You're basically being our group mom without actually playing the damn game.
Okay, if Sophia is Sky Mommy, Artemis
Universe
is Sugar
Mommy.
Mommy. No, Sugar Mommy.
No, I'm Universe Mummy that makes Artemis Sky Mummy, Sugar Mummy. Now I'm getting confused.
Interdimensional mummy.
Yes, I was gonna say, but isn't Artemis Dungeon Brat? Didn't?
That too.
Yes, that too. Okay. All right.
Transcendent.
Yes. Anyway, in other parlance, two of you are still wounded, and some you have abilities that you've burned. You suspect that if you do want to do some dungeon delving, it might be prudent to go and rest. And Aleport looks like a big enough settlement to have an inn. Yes, we're going to keep giving you titles. One of these days, you're going to play in one of these fucking campaigns, whether it's this one or one of the ones that got planned down the line. And then you'll be part of the madness.
They're already part of the madness.
Well, yes, but directly part, if that makes sense. One day, Arthur and Artemis will not be busy, and they will come and play in one of my games. One day, it's not this day, but yes, DMs make the worst players. I know you would find so many ways to break the game. I've just be constantly like this.
Why is there a red spot on your forehead?
Me?
No, I'm joking about if they played, you'd have a permanent red spot on your forehead.
Oh yeah, from rubbing it. Yeah. was gonna say I have one right here because my fucking CPAP mask
Is that from rubbing or from face palming?
Yes.
from the mask, so rubbing pressure. Anyway, under pressure. Anyway, I also misread what Win was saying there and saying it's just covered in words that are your titles. I almost said words that are your titties. And I'm like, wait, what? my fucking mind is in the gutter. And anyway, back on track.
Guys.
Yeah, back on.
Yes, let's keep this ADHD train rolling.
Yes. So. So Crayon and Akemi are still a bit singed. Akemi is not really channeling the power of the darkness to their full effect, and Shikayo could also probably needs to get drunk and rest their feet. I don't know about Crayon. Crayon mainly just commune with the avatar, which might actually be handy in the dungeon. So we probably want to, Anyway, we'll figure that out. But yeah.
They need food, they need rest.
Probably a bath.
Especially since they probably smell like soot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Though Akemi doesn't mind that smell.
The fuck are you doing, Artemis? Artemis is getting cards. Oh no. They didn't work last time. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if it was Streamlabs or something not working. Not Streamlabs, but Stream Elements. Okay. Yeah, so it's your choice. You can either go into the big scary cave and as you are, or you can listen to your bodies and go and get some rest.
I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather not fuck around and find out. We should practice preparedly.
Shikayo just holds up one of her 2 remaining bottles of booze and it's like, I'm kind of running low.
That's a sign we need to go to town.
What card did you play, Artemis? It might also be because my overlays don't have the card thing showing. So
I don't see it. I didn't see it pop.
neither did I. Like, I know there's not an element for my...
Small boo-boo, 5 HP back to the party.
Okay. I am more than happy to give that. I know Artemis wouldn't lie to me because Artemis could just hit you all with second winds and it would probably restore you all to full. So yeah, you all feel better. Shikayo, you feel a bit more chipper. In fact, I'll tell you what, because you're already at full hit points, you feel even more drunk than usual.
Magic drunkenness for Chikyle?
Yeah, because Shikayo was at full hit points anyway, so I'm just going to make Shikayo even more drunk because why the heck not?
Alright, let's see.
Add that to what you were before. Oh gods.
There we go!
Just face plant in the road.
Yeah, Shikayo just takes a hits. Shikayo drinks something that looks like a potion, and it's actually just super strong. It's like a tiny wee bottle of super strong alcohol, and suddenly next thing you know, Shikayo's on the floor. I'm not gonna make you do a medical check to see whether she was poisoned. They were poisoned or anything, but you can definitely tell from sniffing the bottle that was super strong booze.
Akemi just sighs and throws Shikyle over the shoulder. You couldn't have waited until we got to town.
You just hear snoring.
Alright, let's find an inn.
So Something tells me Kimmy's kind of getting used to this. Or is used to this.
Is used to this. Gotta remember, Kemi is also a military cook. They have had to deal with stupid people passing out for a while.
Anyway, you after that display from Shikayo, you
Yeah, she got into her water skin.
you head to Aleport. The three of you now feel, well, I mean, apart from the fact Shikayo is passed out drunk, Crayon and Akemi feel fantastic, tip top. But, yeah, Shikayo is out cold from alcohol. Yeah. So there is an inn. Literally, as you pass the gates of Aleport, you see huge, galleon class ships moored at the piers, and the inn is built into kind of the cliff face on the left, and you see there are high walls with members of the Maelstrom and the Yellow Jackets patrolling, because if you remember what you were told by one of your previous contacts, there is a definite presence of Serpent Reavers and Sahagin further down the road. Like, their main spawning ground is just down the road from Aleport, which is not fun, because it means they're under constant threat of attack. Anyway, the inn is to your left as you pass through the gates. I will let you three roleplay it out.
Take it easy for the night. Hit it in the morning.
Sounds good. I could use a bath.
Looks down. Yeah.
You
I don't want to smell like roast rabbit.
And you might want to trim your tail.
Wait, how bad did it? Ah, crap.
And then, of course, we've got the sack of potatoes here, who should probably sleep off some of what she's drank.
The ironic part is, if Cram wants to wait on that, you could always just ask Shikayo. Because she's proficient with disguise kits, which means she's good with cosmetics and other shit.
Yeah, but he won't ask.
No,
that is his personal tale. Thank you very much.
Personal tale. Okay.
Well, usually they are.
Very personal.
Ay.
Alright, so they make their way to the inn then?
Yep.
Artemis is like, as opposed to his public tale?
Yes.
We find out later what we see him wearing normally is actually just a tail wig.
The other people have public tales. He has a personal tale.
Does that mean he goes around groping other people's tails?
No.
Don't mind me, I am looking for something. So I
I
can...
think we've broke party.
I mean, did we?
That's nothing new.
Yeah. We broke Artemis. Victory.
But it's like, I think we break Artemis once every stream.
We're good at that, yes.
Yes, we are. Us Chaos Gremlins. Ay. Okay. But, no, don't ignore that. I'm not trying to kill Greyon, I swear. I'm just looking for something. Yeah.
Yes, please don't.
I'm not trying to kill you yet. I'm saving that for next time.
Notice.
Duality, long rest. Remind me how to do it.
Long rest, it should be in the combat tracker.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh, you killed Crayon. Congratulations.
Yes.
A
Death.
delicate and innocent flower?
The pH is too high. I fear I may die.
Fuck yeah, concrete.
Now it's the Kimmy's turn.
Yeah. There we go. Rest. Okay. There it is. Rest. You all get a... Is there a way to just select all of you at once? Ugh, bollocks to it. Fucking thing.
There should be a button on there for just taking a long rest, as
Yeah.
far as I know.
Yeah. Taking a long rest. There we go. Done. So, play
What am I
traditional...
at? I'm just waking up to see how drunk I still am.
Not at all!
Not at all! You're fucking sober!
Hungover.
You're hungover!
Gonna break out the water. Gonna break out the water skin again. With the freaking 100-proof moonshine.
Yeah.
That's not alcohol, that's paint thinner.
Honestly, roll D100 and add it to that 9 if you're going to drink the moonshine. The emergency moonshine. You're
34.
tipsy. You're tipsy. Got a 25 plus the 9, that makes 34. Yeah, you are You are definitely tipsy, borderline intoxicated.
The moonshine did jack all.
You are in an inn. I will point this out. If you want to restock on alcohol, you can. If you want to drink the inn stores, you can. All you have to do is pay a bit of coin.
I mean, I kind of figured that they'd end up restocking while we were here.
Right.
Yeah. What were the prices on stuff again?
Honestly, for a bottle of swill, like the basic stuff, cheap shit is 10 gil a bottle. Middling quality is 20, and the really good shit is 40.
All right. 10 bottles of the cheap wine.
Okay, you know how to deal with that in the.
Yep, I'm working on it.
So I will let you deduct money and all that fun stuff. Also, because
there went my entire payment.
Yeah.
Good job.
Chikara is basically like, do job, buy alcohol, do job, buy alcohol. No, do job, buy alcohol, get drunk, do job, and rinse and repeat.
While drunk.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. It is a Okay, look, when you go to Aldar, make sure Shikar doesn't get sent to the fucking Alchemist Guild, because Shikar will not leave, because they'll be like, this Mikote is a wonder how the Mikote has not died from alcohol poisoning. Seriously, just give the Alchemist Guild a miss, maybe. Just in case, Shikar doesn't come back, because Shikar gets prodded and poked by alchemists to find out why the secret to not getting all that hungover and shit. I will note, because you took a long rest and that gave you everything back, but RT also used that card. I'm giving you all 5 temporary hit points instead for the card, so you feel extra rested.
Yay.
Her secret to not dying of alcohol poisoning is she's kind of Alberona's reincarnation in this world. The drunk from Fairy Tale.
Yeah, I know exactly who you mean. Gildart's Gildart's daughter. Yep. It's anime hours now, folks. Okay. What's up?
Ink is poking me, that's all.
Oh. Anyway, so Shikyle has restocked on alcohol. You're all feeling particularly rested. Is there anything else you would like to do in Aleport before you decide you're going to head towards Sestasha?
At this point, how's our gear looking?
Your gear doesn't need repairing or anything right now. It's looking in relatively good shape.
Just slightly charred.
Slightly charred. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'd say you've been taking good care of it with frequent resting and such. You haven't been going extended periods without maintenance. Yeah. On the other hand, consumables, if I look at your party sheet real quick, I think you guys have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's where most of Chicago's money went.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough, it was not booze.
No, it was most of those potions.
Yeah. 84 weeks worth of hand pies. Fucking hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't weeks worth of hand pies. It was like 3 weeks worth of meals for everybody.
Yeah. Y'all don't need to eat. Yeah.
So 84 is like all together, but it's a week's worth.
Yeah.
Although with one less person, that might be like a week and a half.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Okay. So I'm going to issue last calls before I send you up the hill. If there's anything you want to do in here now would be the best time. Otherwise, I'm going to start setting the scene for this lovely place you're about to head into. And I'm going to with that in mind, I am going to find images and stuff for you to have a look at.
I'm going to run our dog outside. I will be right back.
Okay.
While you're looking for pictures.
And for those of you who are on the Vactair Discord, you can look at the active session chat to see what Sestasha looks like. At least the first room of it. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, I'm going to reset my camera because fuck me, I guess. There we go. All right. If you three are genuinely done with everything and you think you are prepared, I will quite happily
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I'll move us on. So,
You just have to wait for Kimmy.
Yep. So, this one's pretty, I'll just describe things, but we can fill in a Kemi when they come back. So, you head up the hill, and you do notice a yellow jacket at the entrance to Sestasha. And you before you try to go in, the three of you, the yellow jacket kind of intercepts you. It's like, you three know where you are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what's in here?
Why don't you tell us?
And this is where I look at the camera because some of you might recognize the reference. It's probably pirates. Some suspicious looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the sea grot here. And honestly, old Badaron has been trying to get some trustworthy sorts to come in here and have a look round. Maybe, liberate them from their treasure and such, if there's any to be found. But the Commodore Rayner, as in our superior officer, is also of the opinion that it ain't just any old pirates. It's the Serpent Reavers and maybe some of the Sahagin Masters.
Of course.
So, the only thing we know for sure that's in here is that a family of Coles, as in C-O-U... No, wait. C-O-E-U-R-L-S, as in those leopard-looking creatures with the giant whiskers that electrocute people. A family of Coles has taken up residence in the caves. But that's the only thing we know for sure. And...
Did you say electric whiskers?
Yeah. They zap you and paralyze you. Ain't fun.
In a sea cave.
Yeah. I mean, it is a cave, to be fair.
Just amused.
Yeah. Yeah. If you three think you're capable enough, I ain't gonna stop you. But don't say I didn't warn you. Right now we can't support you.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Sounds fun to me.
This is probably gonna hurt.
When does it not?
She's gonna look at any scorch marks that might still be remaining on Akemi's armor, and then just look away.
Yeah. There are still a few scorch marks. There's none on the flesh anymore. But the armor's just a little wee bit scorched. Just a wee bit. So this is the point where I pretend to be a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire host. In England, I would be saying I'd be Chris Tarrant, but you all probably don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. If we have any British viewers who do know what the hell I'm talking about, or listeners for that matter, because podcast, yeah, I'm gonna be Chris Tarrant for a second here, and I'm going to ask: is that your final answer? As in, are you sure you want to go into this dungeon?
Really?
You're not sure.
Are we this stupid?
Level
Yeah,
1
probably.
in a dungeon.
Level 1 in a dungeon, why not?
Dumb ways to die.
Okay. I am assuming that all three of you are in agreement, and so I will set the final scene before I say good night. The yellow jacket steps aside, and you do see a couple of other adventuring parties who were intending to go in, but they decide to hold back because they figure, yes, welcome to the part of the show where the party fucks around and find out. These other adventuring parties hold back, seeing that you're going in first, because presumably you suspect that they are going to just come in and mop up if you die. They might loot your corpses as well, for all I know. But you head down, and the scent of sea air flowing from the bay has managed to meander and permeate its way through the caves. So the further down you head, the stronger the scent
Salt water?
of salt water is. Yeah. And eventually you come to a large open chamber filled with glowing coral and other structures. And you can see very clearly as you kind of descend down to the first area of the sea grot. That is a very linear path around a corner, and at the end of that path there are two. There's a split to a dead end dead ahead of you, and if you go to the right you swear you might see some beasties. That's what you see just from kind of entering that first chamber. You can kind of, if you peek around a little bit, you can see in the distance, you see some native sea creatures just in your way. And the other place is a bit harder to see what's in there, but you don't see or hear any creatures coming from there.
This will be fun.
I will let you all have your last words before we sign off.
It's very quiet. This is going to be fun.
How much you want? You think they're taking bets on if we make it or not?
Oh, definitely. I would.
So would I.
Kyle just kind of pops the cork out of one of the wine bottles and just starts chugging.
And lo and behold, our band of buggered adventurers have entered their first dungeon way ahead of schedule.
Yep.
I would like to say thank you to that fucking AI that gave me those encounters, and then that fucking dice that rolled a 5 on that table to start with. It gave me the adventurers, and then I should have just come up with some other random cave, but no, I figured actually let's see what happens. I will roll the dice and see whether this interests them enough, or they're like, I'm going to stick to the storyline. But no, no, sod you. I literally.
You should know better.
I do know better. I fucking know better, but I rolled the dice nonetheless. This is why I don't gamble.
Given the chance, adventurers will follow the nearest passing butterfly rather than follow the story.
Yeah, I know. I planned for this. I
tried to seduce the butterfly.
Yep.
If you start trying to seduce the pirates or anything in here, I swear to God.
I mean, it's a
Hey,
mess.
cutie.
Oh God.
We can complete all the side quests first. Come back to the main story, little lady.
No, don't. Fuck. Well, it's level 90 now. Fucking Endwalker. Oh my days. Okay, folks. So we are going to call it there with the party have taken their first steps into Sasasha Seagrot, our first dungeon of the campaign. And we shall see what fucking happens. Maybe even... Yeah, okay. That's fine, Artie. So we are going to raid Questline D&D tonight, because apparently we've been trying to raid them for like a hot minute. So we're going to do that. And we will hopefully, all being well, be back next week. Same time, same place, same channel. Same band of faces who are probably going to have to re-roll new characters. No, they won't. No, they won't. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Always Artemis is here. If Artemis isn't here, we're all dead.
Right?
If Jeremy turns up, you all also might be fucked. Even if Artemis is here. If any of you are... Artemis doesn't want to do the art. If any of you are fine folks who are watching are interested in playing, we have 3 slots available.
We could really use some help right now.
Yes, they could really use some fucking help in this dungeon. Anyway,
come save our idiots, please.
Yes, come
and
save
if not,
the idiots.
we could really use that white mage next time.
I mean, I'll think about it.
Or an astrologian.
Or a scholar, or an arcanist.
Red mage.
Or a red mage, yeah.
They've got the res, don't they?
Later, yes, they do. But remember, we're using D&D system, so resurrection is a super high level spell. Instead of save our soul, it's save our idiots. Yes. All right, Artemis, take us over. I know I can hit the command as well, but I can type the command, but I'm lazy. So, good night, folks. We're going to go raid. Let's go say hi to Questline D&D. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
Bye.
Hi.
Adios.